My name is John Nielsen. I'm a clinical therapist here at Heritage School. Been working with the YOQ since I became aware of it in about 2009. The awareness came from the NATSAP organization that was invested in creating some type of measure process to achieve a goal of progress and how to measure progress in time.
The YOQ is used as a general measure of psychological distress. When there are high scores on the YOQ, it signifies that the clients have a high symptom count and that they're struggling. And what the YOQ does is it is given repeatedly, usually on a 1-week basis or sometimes on a 1-month basis, to track the client's outcomes. The TSM was created by Dr. Jared Warren at BYU as he's done a lot of research on what factors influence youth or positive youth outcomes. So when the YOQ says that this treatment is failing, you'll be able to pull up the TSM and see this client is struggling in either self-efficacy, their social support, their motivation for treatment, or their therapeutic alliance. You'll be able to pinpoint this client is struggling in self-efficacy. What are some interventions that can improve self-efficacy to improve treatment outcomes? And the TSM gives therapists a list of 4 or 5 different interventions they can use to try to help their client at that moment.
So rather than thinking what my practice would be, here's some research-based targets. Why don't you target some cognitive behavioral therapy? Why don't you target trauma-focused treatment? Why don't you target self-efficacy? As YOQ scores diminish and decrease because they're getting better, you'll see self-efficacy improve or you'll see social supports improve. So there's that cross-correlation. As one goes up, one should come down. We administer the TSM and the YOQ. The clinician therapist does that at the beginning of the month, and they review that with them on a monthly basis. So we want to see on a monthly basis if there's been significant improvements. Then throughout the month they'll have their objectives or their goals that they're working on with their clinician or with their treatment team, and they're hopeful that the next time that they do a self-report that they'll see some sense of improvement. If not, you go back to the drawing board, look at the TSM, look at the measures that you're trying to target, make a decision as to whether to hang in there and go another month or if you need to change course and try something else. At Heritage and throughout clinical processes, we know that the whole system, the whole family system or the whole environmental system has to make improvement in order for change to sustain itself. So there is a TSM measure and a YOQ measure for parents. On the YOQ, the parents are measuring what they think their child is making progress with. On the TSM, it's a measure of their internal strengths and weaknesses and what they need help with to become better parents, what they need help with to have a greater support system, what they need to do to improve the therapeutic alliance, because very often a therapist might think things are going really great and wonderful, and yet when you get feedback from parents on a TSM that the therapeutic alliance isn't very strong, then you can go directly to the targeted measure saying, I really need to work on this therapeutic alliance with the parents in order for this kid to make improvement, to feel comfortable and confident about going home.